Hi guys, today I'm going to show you how to make a doll room since I didn't show you guys how I made the bedroom. This is going to be an art room / office. You can turn it to whatever you want. I will put the measurements of the box on the screen. I will be doing it in normal centimeters because usually when I watch they use inches and they use those really fancy rulers. I don't have one, so we're just going to use a regular ruler. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to get clear sheets of plastic, or they could be just like packaging from a box. You're going to need 3 to 4. I'm not certain. I think I'm going to cut this one in half because we're going to make skylights. But first, you're going to need some glue tack. And this is how we decide where we want the placement of our windows. You just put a bit of glue tack right in the middle, and you'll stick it on where you want it, and then you're going to trace around that with a pencil. I don't know if you can see that, but let me just turn on a torch. See, that's where my placements are going to be, and you're just going to sketch along the outside. As you can see, I've traced mine out, but this is the exact size of the window sheet, so you've got to make it slightly smaller. So I'm going to take it in, not a centimeter, because that might be a bit much, especially for a small room, you need a lot of lighting. I'm going to go half a centimeter, all the way around. Now, we have drawn out our whole windows. We're not going to cut out this middle section, nor this. We're not going to cut out this middle section or that little bit there. I'm only going to cut out this. So if you, that doesn't matter. You got to stay on the second line we draw, not the first, the second line. You're going to do that for both windows. And there we go. We've got the 2 bottom windows done. Now we're going to do 2 of the windows up here. This is the top, so they just have to be small skylights. So I'm probably going to take one of these and just have them like that length. So I'm first going to fold and cut. Now you do the same process with these 2. Put them where you want them, trace them, make them a centimeter bit bigger, not a centimeter, half a centimeter bigger, and then put these on. Well, we'll get to putting them on soon. Okay, now that we've finished that, now we have the skylight and the side windows. So as you can see, it already brought a lot of light to the room. But there's an ugly thing about this. There's all these rugged edges, but there is a way for you to cover them up. You'll need a hot glue gun and some paper, but you can just use regular glue, but I just choose hot glue because it goes faster. You are going to, if my cord is long enough, yep, I can just reach, put some hot glue or just regular glue on the outside of the cardboard as such, all the way. Then you're going to take your piece of paper, you're going to put it right at the top, slide it down as far as you can, and if there's a little bit, you can always take some more before the hot glue dries. Such, just chuck that at the bottom, like that. I know it looks funny, then when you turn it over, repeat that process on the inside. Do that all the way down. Make sure you don't have to do every spot, but I like to give it a reasonable amount of hot glue. And I just put my hot glue gun aside, pull the paper across, and I just hot glue it in place. Like that. this little bit under here. And just, pull that across. And you're going to do that with this flaps over here, on top of the box, the windows, and the skylight. Well, skylights, depending on how many you made. And there we go. My sides are all finished. Now what we're going to do is we're going to start on the walls. You can do any color you want. I'm going to just make mine white. It'll make the room look bigger. You're going to do all 3 walls, including this little side panel, but you're not going to do the floor because you're going to do that in a different color. Well, so it's like color, but you're going to find it online and just print a nice floor. But we're going to first cover the walls with paper. I prefer to use card paper because then it doesn't get all flimsy and attach to the wall like this. This is normal paper because it's easier to bend. Well, this isn't. But we're going to use this. When we do this corner, you're going to, when you paste it down, let it dry, and then you're going to have to fold it. So then this wall can still fold. And there we go. As you can see, it makes the room look a lot brighter. So now we're going to install the windows. I'm just at the moment grabbing them. I got these off Temu. If you've seen my first ever YouTube video where I'm unboxing them, this is how they look when the plastic's off and with the plastic on. This is for the upper windows and these for the side windows. So let's input those. Let's go install these now. There we go. I have done, as I said before, we've done the walls, and now I've done the windows. Now we can do the floor. Don't mind these edges, because when you film up close, you don't see them. I just have to get back to where we were. There we go. So now, you're going to grab some flooring, and you're going to put that in. I'm debating if I'm going to put the flooring in this way, so the flooring is coming towards the camera, or if it's going to be going away. I'm leaning towards away, so that's probably what I'm going to do. So now, go put the flooring in. Now we're going to make the back shelves for this room. If you don't want this to be a art room / office, you can stop following from here and do whatever you want in this room. But if you want to make a bookshelf for the back wall, this is what we're going to do. So I measured, including these little side bits on the ruler, it is 33 centimeters, and we're doing the width of a ruler. And we're just going to cut on some foam board. trying to only score the line, not fully cut it, because otherwise it might ruin the stuff. You got to go very slowly with foam board. I'm going to cut 2 equal length pieces, and these will be the back of the not the cupboards, the shelving units. Cut 6 24 centimeter strips with the width of a ruler. Mark on the longer strips that we made earlier where you want to place the new ones. Then with some hot glue, paste down pieces, holding it in place for a couple of seconds. And do that all the way along. Next, cut 2 pieces of foam board that measure 14 by 8 centimeters. Then 2 14 by 4.4 centimeters. Glue them together. Then cut 2 5 by 4 by 8 centimeters and attach them to the box we just made. Then you'll need 1 15 by 10 centimeters, and you'll glue that on the back there. And now I'll put that aside for later. Now you will need 2 pieces of cardboard, 7.5 by 13 centimeters that we can roll up. And while you roll it, you'll put some hot glue, then roll, hot glue, then roll, till it becomes a nice circle. We'll do that with both of these. Like so. Now grabbing the fabric that you want, I'm going to use old denim. You're going to cut a large rectangle that'll fit around this, but first we're going to cover this circle. Then you're going to, first of all, you're going to cut a small but reasonable sized square. I'm doing that mine off camera right now because the end of my fabric is on the side. It doesn't have to look even, it just has to be big enough to cover the circle. You can always trim the excess. So that's my first one. And my second one. Now what you're going to do is you're going to put some hot glue on this bit. Like that. Then you're just going to take one of these and put it right in the middle. You can just leave it there and do that with the second one as well. And then wait for them to dry. Now that they're dry, I'm going to cut mine down just a little bit, not too much. And then you're going to take your scissors and cut inwards into the circle. I like to do it this way because then my scissors just nicely glide along. Make as many snippets as you think you'll need. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take your hot glue. I'm going to do the one that I kind of already know what I'm doing. I'm going to hold it as such. Then you're going to put some hot glue on a little area. And you're going to push them up. You're going to do one bit at a time. Like that, and you're going to do that all the way. Oops, sorry, I didn't know you couldn't see. Let me just scoot over a bit and redo that for you guys. you're going to hot glue a little section. Then you are going to pull down these corners so that they cover nice and tightly over there. You can do that all the way around for both of them. Now that that's done, I'm going to get 2 more small rectangular pieces. I think I cut the wrong side. No, I did cut the right side, sorry. Looking at the wrong side. I'm just going to cut these white little fluffies off. There we go. Now what we're going to do is you're going to take your pieces and you're going to turn them upside down. You're going to take one of these and you are going to hot glue that down and you are going to roll it up and then cut off the excess in the back. You can do that for both of them. Now that we've finished that, now we're going to move on to the sofa. Do the exact same thing. We're going to take a long rectangle and wrap it over this. I'm going to start from the bottom over here. I'm going to glue that on and then work our way over. Oh, glue it on over here, work our way around, and then we'll put patches on the side when we need to. And there we go, we have part of our sofa done. Now, you need to find wherever you placed your circles, glue along that line and onto the couch. And there we go, we've got our sofa done, which can now go in our room. Now you'll need a piece that is 4.5 centimeters across by 13. This will be our little table. And then you're going to get popsicle sticks and you're just going to put that around there across the top. Now you'll need 4.5 by 9.5 centimeter rectangles, and also you'll need to cover those in popsicle sticks and then shorten the popsicle sticks when they're on. Now with a bit of brown acrylic, almost put that upside down, and a matte Mod Podge, I'm going to give that a good mix and we're going to paint these so they're a nice dark brown wood. And now all we do is wait for this to dry. Okay, so now that our popsicles have dried, we are going to glue on these pieces, making sure that the overlapped edges face outwards. So it'll be like that. I'm going to stick those on and then we can move on to the next thing. And there we go. The table is finished. Since we have made everything for our doll room, now what you're going to do is you're going to print on a A4 piece of paper your landscape that you want in the background. And make sure it's landscape, not portrait, otherwise you're going to need to print double. And you're just going to get some glue tack, take 4 small corners, and you're going to, instead of pasting them on the outside, on that side, you're going to actually paste them on the inside. You're going to paste them on your windows. And there we go. Our window is all done. Now what you're going to do is you're going to place everything that you made inside this box any way you want. You can follow me if you want, but I will be going incredibly fast. If not, you can put the bookshelf on this side or on that side. You can put it wherever you want, because the way we made it this room is that you can pull everything out and put it back in however you want. that the forgot the name, the shelf is in, we can put the couch that we made earlier in, and our bench, well, our little table. Now we are going to fill the rest of this room up, putting pillows on the couch with a blanket, coffee, plant and piece of paper, a pinboard, and a whole bunch of photos and sketches all around the walls. And we'll all be attaching this with glue tack so that it can all be removable when we want it to be. And there you have it, your own complete doll nook room with a built-in skylight, side windows, and if you want, in the future, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get poster board, which is high, blow the photo up and pull it out to here so then more light can shine in. But so far, it's great with the skylight bringing natural light into the room. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Bye!